The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll run it with P-Ryan. That's a strong running. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Mahomes going to change things up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is, and I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Fire down these two.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
And now after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the third quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy, much different here in the second half. We talk about it a lot, but you can feel it kind of rippling through the stadium, and it's affecting the players.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an
We're back now in KC. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Hey, pick 26.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And shedding through the tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
26.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Call again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back to throw, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One more time with Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They'll come up first and 10 here.
One final try from Mahomes. Dancing to his left. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from the Steel City. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On one, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Gotta go, gotta go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They'll run here with Brown. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Third and 5. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Andre Yosibas. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They go play action with Wilson. Now he'll air one out. And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go.
Now Brown. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd.
Here we go. Thomas. Stop.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Open man downfield. Chase has it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On one, ready?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
14.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. On the ground, it's Brown. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Brown. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got it at the 7. He had their lone touchdown. Earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw is Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 12. Stop.
Now, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dante Jackson. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Look that. Good shot.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances, throughout the rest of this second half.
Fight! 36 power. Check 50, check 50. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Tight.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
19.
Now Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Right. Jump right, jump right. Move the key. Tight.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Tight.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll try and get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, you know, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got it at the 3.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Dallas. Kick taken in here at the 17. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, go. We're going to 54. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings force the turnover on the first series of this game. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Getting out to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 4th down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Chandler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's McCarthy to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. He's at midfield. 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hauled in left side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Chandler again. Jukes one defender. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That was Micah Parsons making that play. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 47. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Trying down the middle with Chandler. Runs inside the 35. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 46.
1st and 10, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys with 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And they bring him down around the 34. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! Go, go, go! Get out there, get out there! What do you think?
First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
We're going to 53.
A give to Vaughn out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He brings it in. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. What do you think?
Prescott here from the gun. Buying some time right. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Gay's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. He shovels this one forward. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense up to the line fast. They give up the gut to Chandler. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Back to the air. McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Jones reels it in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense in the hurry up here. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after getting this to the 17 into the red zone. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 17. This one's caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal. McCarthy to throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. He's off to the races. The 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What does this quarterback not see?